Okay, so second attempt at Fusso Coat 12-month coating. So in my earlier video, when I used it for the first time, I mentioned how difficult it was to take off and that there was a bit of a learning curve to using it. So you're probably asking, well, that was only a few months ago, why are you reapplying 12-month coating? So during that detail, I also mentioned how much damage or how much road rash was apparent on the right side of the car. So what I did was I did a little research into Dr. ColorChip and thought it would be a good solution to the road rash that I had on the right side of the car. In particular, the lower portion of the car. So the lower portion of the two doors and the quarter, and surprisingly pretty high on the high up on the quarter, and then the lower portion of the fender as well too. So what I did was I washed the car and I took isopropyl alcohol and wiped down those areas. So pretty much the whole right side of the car. And you know, it was really over the course of a few days that I was able to do it, because it does take a while to Dr. ColorChip such a large area. And what I did was I used they call it the squirt and squeegee method, which is just using a squeegee, which I had from applying paint protection film. I didn't get the kit that has the squeegee. And I slowly made my way, you know, across the whole side of the car, and absolutely thrilled with the results. It's a great product, and I think was the perfect solution to what I was experiencing. So anyway, so I Dr. ColorChip the whole side of the car, and then had to reapply the Fusso coat. And so I was really trying to dial in, you know, this thin coat of Fusso coat. And what I found was that the key to it, I think, or the best results that I got, and I'm still not overly happy with the user experience of the product, but the best results I had was when I barely put any pressure on the applicator. And it wasn't a matter of, you know, taking a little bit of product out of the tin. If you take a little bit of product out of the tin, you use a lot of pressure on the applicator, you're still going to end up with too much. So it's all about kind of, you know, just having the applicator glide over the surface to get the thinnest possible coat. And I would still recommend not letting it cure too long. So anyways, I did the whole car again in Fusso coat. I didn't do any prep or anything, just a good, you know, nice cleaning. And then I put another coat of the Fusso on, because we're going to be traveling soon, and the car is going to sit in a kind of a long-term parking lot that has a problem with birds. You know, the bird bombs, and so I need essentially the whole car to have a good layer of protection on it. So the car does look amazing. This Mazda, this is a 15 SGT, and the color is twilight blue, and when it's clean, it does just, it looks amazing. It's got so much fleck in it, or the little metallic pieces. It does look spectacular, but you know, it'll probably look this way for, I mean, it depends on weather and where I park it and whatnot, but you know, it'll look this nice for probably a few days. The weather's supposed to cooperate, but anyways, so Fusso coat, take two. A little better experience, but still, you know, relative to other products that I have, it's still, you know, not the easiest to use by any measure. I guess on a side note too, I also had some additional paint protection film put on the car. I had the rockers done, so it's the Expel kit. So the rockers, and then that lower triangle portion of the doors too. And there's a little piece behind the rear wheels too. It's like an L. So it comes down and then kind of wraps around by the exhaust tip. So I had that done by Rick Jeffries and his team over at Automotive Elegance in Andover, Mass, which is just a stone's throw from where I live, so very convenient. I grew up in Andover too. Great town. So, anyways, Fusso coat. You know, if there's anybody watching this video that has Fusso coat completely figured out, you know, please chime in and, you know, let me know what the you know, the secret is to using this stuff, you know, beyond, you know, thin coat. You know, it's like, okay, thin coat, but how do you get a thin coat of this stuff down? I haven't figured it out entirely. But it, you know, it is an interesting product. I do like the results, and I don't have a good feel for the protection yet. I mean, the number one product that I've used in terms of protection, and I think the biggest challenge for sealants is bird bombs, and would be Rejects. And Rejects is one of the few products that actually makes some pretty strong claims about its ability to withstand bird bombs, and it does. Because as I said, when I travel, I park this car in a long-term lot, and it just sits there, and it's got issues in that it's near a bird sanctuary, so there's quite a few birds. So I've traveled and come back to a car treated with Rejects that had bird bombs on it, and just, you know, went to a car wash with a power washer and washed them away, and the paint showed absolutely no ill effects, no etching, nothing. So Rejects is legit, its ability to protect. So that's probably the toughest sealant that I've ever used. But anyways, that's the vid. Kind of a multi-topic. Fusso coat, Dr. ColorChip, Expel, and my upcoming vacation. So hope everybody's vacation's going really well. Take care.